Question number 31. What's the probability of drawing a heart from a standard deck? Is it A, 1/4, B, 13 over 52, C, 1 over 13, or letter D, 4 over 13? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners. Now, in question 31, we are now asking for getting a heart from a deck of card. Now, remember, there are only four, what do you call that one? Faces for the card. The club, the diamond, the spade, and the heart, right? So, the 52 is divided by this 4. Now, if you try to divide 52 by 4, you will get 13, right? Okay. So, it means that there are 13 hearts in a standard deck of cards. However, you can still get the simplified term or the lowest term of it. And the answer for that one is 1/4, because in every number or face card in a given standard deck, there is one heart. So 1 out of 4. So the correct answer is letter A. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 32. Question number 32. What's the probability of drawing either a king or a heart? Is it A, 4 over 13, B, 7 over 26, C, 15 over 52, or D, 16 over 52? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, this is now an example of the probability of the union of events A and B. Now, the first event here is drawing a king, and the second event here is drawing a heart in the standard deck of cards. Now, if you can remember earlier that our king among the standard deck of cards is 4 out of 52, right? And our heart in the standard deck of cards is 13 over 52. Now, if you try to add this one, the answer would be 17 over 52. Now, remember that a king has also a heart, right? There is a heart in the faces of the king. So, what we need to do is we subtract that repeating scenario. So we will now be subtracting the intersection of events A and B. So that is 1 out of 52, giving us 16 over 52. So now, 16 over 52 can still be simplified when you divide both sides by 4. So this will become 4 over 13. And that is the answer for this given problem. Now, let us check whether we are correct. All right, my dear math learners.
Easy, right?
Very easy. Now, let us go to question number 33. Question number 33. What describes events that cannot occur simultaneously? A, independent events. B, dependent events. C, mutually exclusive event. Or D, not mutually exclusive events. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, question number 33 is already been discussed earlier, because this is just the opposite or the reverse way of what would you call if the events will not occur or cannot occur simultaneously or at the same time. So that is known as the mutually exclusive events. Okay, letter C.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 34. Question number 34. Which pair is mutually exclusive? Is it A, drawing a red card or a face card? B, rolling an even number or a multiple of 3? C, drawing a heart or a king? Or letter D, getting heads and tails on a coin? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, for question 34, we are finding now a scenario that is mutually exclusive, meaning it doesn't occur at the same time. Okay, so letter A, drawing a red card or a face card, it can occur at the same time because there is a face card that is also a red card. So letter A is wrong. Rolling an even number or a multiple of 3. An even number is 2, 4, 6 in the die. A multiple of 3 in a die is 3 and 6. So 6 there is a repeating number. So this can also occur at the same time. Drawing a heart or a king. In the heart cards, there is a king there, right? So therefore, this can also happen simultaneously. So this is not the right answer. So our answer is letter D, getting heads and tails on a coin. Why? Because when you flip a coin, whatever you do, you cannot get the same time a head and a tail. Right? Very
Easy,
easy, my dear
right?
math learners. Now let us go to question number 35. Question number 35. Rolling a die. What's the probability of even number? Is it A, 1/3, B, 1/2, C, 2/3, or D, 3/4? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, for question number 35, we are trying to get the probability of getting an even number in rolling a die. Now the even numbers in a die are 2, 4, 6, right? So 2, 4, and 6. So there are 3 numbers out of 6 sample space or 6 outcomes. So that is 3 out of 6. So if you simplify 3 out of 6, that is 1/2. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Now let us go to question number 36. Question number 36. Rolling a die. What's the probability of multiple of 3? Is it A, 1/6, B, 1/3, C, 1/2, or D, 2/3? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, the same given, my dear math learners, rolling a die. Now we will try to get the multiple of 3. Now the multiple of 3 in the given die are only 3 and 6. So there are 2 out of 6. So 2 out of 6, if you simplify that one, that would be very good, 1/3. Okay.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Now let us go to question number 37. Question number 37. Rolling a die. What's the probability of getting an even or multiple of 3? Is it A, 2/3, B, 1/2, C, 5/6, or D, 3/4? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, question 37 is the combination or the union of events A and B earlier, the even numbers and the multiple of 3. Now, remember, in the even numbers, we have 2, 4, 6. In the multiples of 3, we have 3 and 6. Now, 6 here is repeating, right? So, therefore, you can eliminate the 6. So, giving you 4 out of 6 only because 6 there is already repeating. So that is 4 over 6. And if you get the simplified or the lowest term of 4 out of 6 or 4/6, that would give you 2/3. So the correct answer is letter A. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Of course, you can also apply the formula in the probability of the union of events A and B. Okay, or the A union B. All right. So now let us go to question number 38. Question number 38. What's the probability of rolling a 1 or 5 on a die? Is it A, 1/6, B, 1/3, C, 1/2, or D, 2/3? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, here we have the given for a die still, but we are able to find 1 or 5. So meaning there are 2 outcomes that we might win, the 1 or 5. So there are 2 out of 6 because the rolling a die or the faces of a die is 6 faces, right? So therefore, 2 out of 6, if you simplify 2 out of 6, of course, you will get 1/3. All right, so now that is letter B. Very good.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 39. Question number 39. A bag has 6 red, 8 blue, and 4 green marbles. What's the probability of getting not green? Is it A, 7/9, B, 2/3, C, 5/6, or D, 3/4? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in question number 39, we are trying to get the probability of not getting a green marble. Now, in the bag, we have 6 red, 8 blue, and then the 4 greens. Now, the total of that one is 6 plus 8 plus 4. So, that is 18 marbles in all. However, among the 18 marbles, 4 there are the green marbles. So, You subtract now 18 minus 4, and that would give you 14. So 14 is the total of not green marbles. So 14 out of 18. Now, if you get 14 out of 18, if you try to simplify that one by lowest terms, you will divide both sides of the numerator and denominator by 2. So that would give you 7 over 9. So let us check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to the last question. Question number 40. From a standard deck, what's the probability of getting a spade or a king? Is it A, 4 over 13, B, 7 over 26, C, 15 over 52, or D, 16 over 52? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners. What is asked here is to get the probability in the standard deck of card for spade or king. Now remember earlier, we have already tried to answer this one, right? That the spade there is 13 and the king there is 4, right? So we have 13 out of 52 deck of cards and 4 out of 52 deck of cards. Now, of course, the total of that one is 7 over 52. However, there is a king that is also having a spade. Okay? So, we will subtract that one, that intersection of those events. So, that will give us 16 over 52, and this can be divided both sides by 4, giving us 4 over 13. So, basically, the correct answer is this one. Alright. So, now let us check whether we are correct. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So, congratulations, my dear math learners, because you have finished the discussion in preparation for the third quarter examinations. I hope if you find this helpful, you can click the subscribe button. One click is very, very appreciated, my dear math learners. And please share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. This has been your YouTube Educator Math Teacher Ash 2.0, saying that it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Thank you so much. God bless, and keep safe always.
I got a taste of the real world. I got battered on the North Shore. It gave me comfort when I always knew that. I always knew that you were there for me next door. I lived it hard on the long road. I ran through every single zip code. I get lonely, but I always knew that. I always knew that your heart.